Have you ever felt completely alone, as if the whole world has forgotten you? When fear grips your heart and doubts surround every step you take, do you wish someone powerful and loving could be afraid? I am with you. Today, I am going to take you on a journey of faith, courage, and miracles. A story of one man, lost and broken, who discovers the most powerful truth of all, that he is never truly alone. Stay with me, because this story will touch your heart, heal your soul, and fill you with hope you never imagined possible. Are you ready to witness a journey that will change the way you see your life forever? Then, let's begin. David had always felt a strange emptiness in his heart. The town was alive around him, the laughter of children, the songs of birds, but inside, a silence weighed heavier than the night. Every decision he made seemed shrouded in uncertainty, every path ahead cloaked in fear. He walked alone through the deserted streets, each step echoing the hollowness he carried within. It was on one such night, under a sky thick with clouds, that he whispered a prayer. "Lord, if you are there, help me. Guide me. I can't do this alone." Then came a voice, soft yet unyielding, filling every corner of his soul. "Son, don't be afraid, I am with you." David froze. For the first time, he felt the weight in his chest lighten. The shadows surrounding him seemed less intimidating. The voice repeated, tender and patient, "Trust me, I am with you." He realized with a trembling heart that he had been walking in darkness, thinking himself alone, when all along he had been accompanied by an eternal presence, a divine love that never left. Every memory of failure and rejection returned, like ghosts dancing around him. Nights spent crying alone, friendships that had abandoned him, dreams that had dissolved into dust, all these seemed to weigh him down. Fear had always stalked him, whispering that he was unworthy, unloved, forgotten. And yet that gentle voice persisted unshaken, "I am with you." David felt a spark of hope ignite, fragile yet real. He walked forward, each step a rebellion against despair. Shadows remained, but they no longer controlled him. Courage, once a stranger, began to stir within him. One night, a sudden storm descended. Rain poured in sheets, the wind howled like a living creature, and the streets became rivers. Fear surged, threatening to crush his spirit. But the voice, unwavering, echoed in his soul. "Son, walk through the storm, I am with you." David raised his face to the sky, soaked to the bone. Tears mixed with raindrops. Yet warmth filled him, a peace that no storm could extinguish. Courage was no longer absence of fear, but moving forward with the divine guiding his every step. He whispered back, "I trust you, Lord." And in that moment, the storm became not an enemy, but a teacher of resilience, faith, and courage. David found a wounded bird struggling in a puddle. He cupped it in his hands and whispered a prayer for healing. Slowly, the bird flapped its wings and took flight alive. David wept, witnessing the smallest miracle, realizing that divine power moved through faith, even in the tiniest acts. The voice whispered, "See, my son, miracles follow those who trust. Even the smallest act of faith brings life." Night after night, David faced fear of failure, of loneliness, of the unknown. Each time he remembered the voice, "I am with you." Every trembling step forward became a triumph. Every tear became a lesson. Every lonely night transformed into preparation for light, for courage, for love. One evening, David felt an invisible hand on his shoulder. He turned, seeing nothing, but the warmth remained. The voice whispered, "Even when unseen, I am with you. You are never alone." Faith, he realized, was not about what could be seen, but what could be felt. A presence that steadies the heart, calms the storm, and ignites courage. Past mistakes haunted him, hurts he had caused, responsibilities he had failed, bridges he had burned. Yet the voice said, "Your past does not define you. My grace renews you. I am with you." David began to forgive himself, tears washing away guilt, opening space for peace and healing. David helped a homeless woman shivering in the rain, shared his coat, offered bread, whispered prayers. Peace descended on both of them. The voice said, Love others as I love you. Compassion heals the giver as well as the receiver. Doubt often paralyzed him. Every decision seemed impossible. Yet the voice was unwavering. Walk through the valley, my son. Every step is sacred. I am with you. Faith, he realized, was not the absence of doubt but the courage to move forward despite it. One night on a hilltop, David gazed at the stars, countless, eternal, infinite, each a reminder of divine presence. Even in darkness, my light never fades. I am with you. Hope surged in his chest, a warmth that no shadow could consume. He smiled for the first time in years, feeling peace beyond understanding. The next morning, David found a boy lying sick by the riverside, his small body trembling and spirit broken. Without hesitation, David took the boy's hand and prayed, pouring every ounce of faith into his words. Slowly, the boy's eyes brightened, color returning to his cheeks, strength filling his limbs. David felt the warmth of divine power flowing through him. The voice whispered softly, "Faith opens the door to miracles. Your trust allows my power to flow." Walking through the forest, David felt shadows of his own fears mirrored in the rustling leaves and moving branches. Each step became a meditation, every breath a prayer. The voice spoke, "Know yourself, my son. In your heart you will find me. I am with you always." He realized the journey outward reflected the journey inward. Courage, healing, and faith are born from understanding one's own heart. David came upon a rickety bridge spanning a deep, roaring river. Fear gripped him. What if it collapsed? He froze. Then the voice said clearly, "Step forward with me. I am with you." One careful step, then another, and finally he reached the other side. He laughed aloud, exhilarated. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is walking forward even when the world shakes beneath you. He knelt by the riverbank at dusk, whispering prayers for himself, for the town, and for the suffering. With each prayer, burdens lifted from his soul, wounds began to heal, and hope multiplied. The voice said, "Prayer is the bridge between despair and peace. Trust me, my son, I am with you." David encountered a grieving mother whose child had fallen ill and passed away. Her anguish was raw, the weight of loss unbearable. David held her hands, wept with her, and prayed. Slowly, a sense of calm descended, a gentle warmth filling her heart. He understood that healing is sometimes not just physical, it is the soothing of souls and the restoration of hope. David climbed a mountain seeking clarity. As he reached the peak, the sunrise painted the sky in fiery gold and crimson. Awe filled his heart. The voice spoke, overwhelming yet gentle, "I am with you, my son. All creation testifies of my presence. You are never alone." Tears of gratitude ran down his cheeks as he felt the depth of divine love. Dark thoughts tried to invade him. What if he failed again? What if his faith wavered? But the voice remained firm. "Fear is temporary. My presence is eternal. Move forward with me." David inhaled deeply, letting faith push aside doubt, one deliberate step at a time. Returning to his town, David shared his journey, prayed for the sick, comforted the sorrowful, and encouraged the weary. Gradually, villagers began to notice small miracles, healing of the sick, peace in troubled hearts, and renewed courage. They saw faith in action, and hope blossomed across the town. Alone under the starlit sky, David reflected on his journey. Every challenge, every tear, every victory had shaped him into a man of courage and faith. The voice whispered one final time that night, "You see, my son, I have always been with you. Trust me." Gratitude filled his heart, and for the first time he felt complete. David met a young woman scarred by betrayal and loss. With gentle words, patient listening, and heartfelt prayers, he helped her release pain and embrace love once more. He realized that healing comes not just through miracles but through compassion, empathy, and trust. "Healing flows through love and faith," the voice said. Faith illuminated every step of David's life. Every act of trust, every leap of courage, Every compassionate act became a thread in the tapestry of divine grace. He understood that true strength comes not from control over life, but from surrender to divine guidance. "Walk with me, my son. I am with you." A sudden flood threatened the town. Panic erupted, water rising rapidly. David acted without hesitation, organizing rescue, comforting the terrified, and leading with courage. Miraculously, the waters receded sooner than expected. The villagers recognized divine intervention, but David knew it was the faith and trust in God that allowed the miracle to manifest. David walked through the town square, gazing at smiling, grateful faces. Every soul, every smile, every healed heart was a testament to the unwavering presence of divine love. The voice resonated in his soul. "Son, don't be afraid. I am with you." The words echoed, eternal and unshakable. He understood that life would continue to test him. Storms would rise, doubts would return, and challenges would persist. Yet David was ready. Every step now was guided by faith, courage, and love. The presence that had accompanied him from the very beginning never left. Finally, David stood at the hilltop where it all began, looking at the world below. Every tear, every moment of fear, every act of courage had merged into a symphony of life. He whispered a prayer of gratitude. "Thank you, Lord, for never leaving me." The voice spoke one last time, warm and eternal. "Son, don't be afraid. I am with you. Trust me. I am with you." David smiled, knowing that life's journey is eternal, miraculous, and filled with divine presence. He walked forward with unwavering faith, his heart healed, his spirit strong, forever guided and forever loved.